This video introduces you to our new gradebook. Our grades will be on Canvas for the fourth quarter. You'll be able to see your third quarter grade straight from the LCPS Phoenix gradebook. You'll see the final grade for the third quarter there. To see the detail for the third quarter, you'll need to go on to LCPS's Phoenix gradebook. And to see the total amount, what your score is for the entire semester for the College Comp 112 course, that also is on Canvas, as you'll see. When you get to the home page, you're going to click Grades, which is a new item in our nav bar. You'll see a lot of third quarter grades. They don't count here because I put them all into LCPS's gradebook where you're used to seeing them, and they all made a total there. So I was just collecting the grades here, but I can't hide them from you, unfortunately, so they're there to kind of distract you. Here you can arrange by 4 ways. They really don't do very much. Due date is just fine. Assignment group is just about the same thing. So you might just let it default to due date. Title's not helpful because it just alphabetizes and mixes third and fourth quarters up, so don't use that. You can print your grades if you care to. Now on the right side, you'll see this is my test student's grade right now for the entire course, that is for the spring semester, which is how the college counts it. Because remember, the high school counts grades differently than does the college because of the different ways that they're addressing the coronavirus school shutdown. The college treats it as sort of situation normal and will average the third and fourth quarters. So I've grouped the assignments by the third and fourth quarter. The third quarter assignment is just one assignment. It is your grade average from LCPS's Phoenix for the third quarter. The fourth quarter grades are all the assignments that have been assigned since March 11th when we left school. And they are averaged to arrive at the total grade for the spring semester, that is for the entire spring semester course. The grades that you see at the top, because this is by due date, start from the end of January, and they are in a group called Storage Weight 0. So they don't count toward any of these weights. I've already transferred them over to LCPS's website and have let that site do the work. So you'll see when you mouse over them that they're all in Storage Weight 0. So scroll down until you see an assignment called Quarter 3. It's the first one and the only one in the Quarter 3 group. And there you'll see your third quarter grade straight from LCPS's Phoenix program. Beneath there, if you've done it by date, are all our fourth quarter grades. This is your grade, and this is how many points were possible. So right now, test students made 7 out of 8 in that define and describe the purpose of shot and scene elements, and then write about a movie shot or scene. He got a 7 out of 10, and so on. When you get down to an EX, as all of you will have, this means you were exempt from an assignment. Those often are discussions because we had 8 discussion groups and you had to only involve yourself with 1 or 2. The ones that you were not in have an EX beside them, which means that you weren't graded. Grade will not be considered in the entire calculation for the quarter. When you scroll down and see a dash, that means you haven't submitted it yet. If you see an icon in this column, it means that you have submitted it, but I haven't graded it yet. If you see an icon in this column, it's usually a rubric. When you click it, you can see the rubric for that assignment and what you got on each line of the rubric. You can see that rubric as well if you click on that assignment in the module once it's been graded. At the very bottom of the assignment page, you'll see 4 total figures: the quarter 3 figure, the quarter 4 figure, the storage figure, and the total figure. These are weighted as described in the upper right corner that we went over. Quarter 3 is 50% of the final grade. Quarter 4 is 50% of the final grade. Storage is 0% of the final grade. And if you do some quick and dirty math, you'll realize that yes, 86.93 is 83 plus 90.85 divided by 2. And you can see that the storage grade is not considered at all in arriving at the total grade, which is your current grade for the Loudoun County would call the spring semester and what the college would call English 112. You can also click the assignments to go back to them if you care to. And that's all there is to the gradebook.